Hey guys, welcome to Station 1. Sorry I couldn't be there in person, but this will have to do. So go ahead and grab your portfolio and the hardbound issues book, the hardcover. It's pictured right here. So grab that, it should be in your basket. So go ahead and take that out. And make sure, by the way, you pause the video until you finish the instructions that I give you. Throughout the whole video, make sure you pause it and then do what you need to do. Okay, so hopefully you have the hardbound book. Open this book to page 4. Page 4 is going to look something like this. It's going to introduce the first unit that we're going to be studying in English 3D. It's all about video games. Make sure you open this page and put your finger right here on the title, this debate question. I'm going to read it and I want you to follow along. It says, can video games take your brain to the next level? So essentially, are they good or are they bad for you? Let's go ahead and read this introduction right here. All right. So as I read, I want you to follow along. All right. And we're going to do what's called a close read, or what I like to call a drop-in read. All right. I'm going to be reading right here, and I want you to follow along. And whenever I stop, you need to say the next word. You and your partner should both say it. Remember, this is a proven strategy to help you become a better reader. So make sure you and your partner say the word when I stop. All right? So here we go. Follow along with video games right there. Video games have come a way from simple ping pong games of the 1980s. Now you can fight quarterback football teams or float Flappy from a cell phone. Now, I don't know if you remember that Flappy Birds game. It was really annoying. All right, second paragraph. Video games can be fun, but are they also... Now, harmful means, does it hurt you? Some people worry about how video games affect young. Do they make it harder to pay attention? What about bloody? The word is images. Other people point out that video games can teach players to solve. They can also develop muscle movements and help people make. Do video games prepare people for life or shut them off from it? Do they or hurt your brain? Press start to find out. Do you see what it did there? All right, press start to find out. Hopefully you guys were saying those words as I paused. I'm not there to check it. The sub is taking notes, but this is one of the strategies this book's going to do all the time. It's just like running drills in sports. It helps your brain work out and become a better reader. So right now, I actually want you to pause the video. I want partner A to go first. Partner A, I want you to tell your partner whether or not you think video games harm or help your brain and why. Then partner B will tell them their reason. So pause the video, partner A, go first. All right, so now that we're back, let's go ahead and jump to your portfolio. So in your portfolio, open up to page 8. I believe it's page 8. It has this picture up here. It has the same question. Can video games take your brain to the next level? So once you're open to page 8, I'm going to zoom in here. So notice this blue book is the build knowledge. We already did that. We read issues page 4. So now go ahead and put your finger on the orange light bulb, the brainstorm ideas. So follow along as I read the instructions. It says, write a quick list of ways that people play video games. And here, it actually gave you one idea. Well, one way people play video games is on social networking sites. Now, social networking is stuff like Facebook or Twitter, right? Those are social networking sites. Another idea that you could write down would be at home. Well, that's a way people play video games. They play it at home. So you can go ahead and write down at home in that second blank there. And notice next to each one of those, this one has an O in parentheses, and this one has an A in parentheses. An O means that you play with others. Right? If you're playing on social networking sites, you're probably playing with others. So we put an O there. At home, we're going to put an A, because that means we play alone. So O is for others, A is alone. So now what I want you to do is I want you to take about 60 seconds, pause the video, and come up with 2 other ways people play video games. It could be something like on their phone, on the computer, at school and after school programs. There are a lot of ways people play video games. So go ahead, pause the video, and write down 2 ideas and put an O next to it if you play with others, or an A next to it if you play alone. So hopefully you've done that now. And now what I want you guys to do is look at that blue box down there in the corner. All right? So down here, it's language to facilitate discussions. So what I want you to do is have a conversation or a discussion with your partner. Partner A will go first. And what you're going to do is you're going to use one of these 2 sentence frames to ask your partner to share their idea. So this first one says, "So blank, what do you think?" And first off, make sure you know your partner's name. If you don't, say, "What is your name?" And they'll tell you. Right? Or you can say, "Blank, what idea did you add?" So partner A is going to start, and then partner B will tell their partner one of the 2 ideas that they added. Even if you guys added the same one, I still want you to share it and say it in that sentence. I added people play video games at school or whatever. Remember, we're practicing having a conversation. So go ahead and pause the video and have that discussion. All right. Hopefully you've done that. So now we're jumping on to the exchange ideas section towards the bottom, the red little thought bubbles or speech bubbles. So I'm going to read and I want you to kind of follow along here. It says, use the frames to discuss ideas with your group. Listen attentively and record the strongest ideas to complete the chart below. All right? And here's that chart below. All right? So the frames are right here. There are 4 frames, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? There's only 2 of you guys right now. With the other groups, we did it in a larger group discussion. But right now, I just want it to be the 2 of you. All right? So what I want you guys to do is I want partner A to go first. And partner A is going to read frame 1. And here's an example. If I was partner A, I'd start like this. Teens play video games, and then pick one. Alone, at home, or whatever one of your ideas were from higher up on the page. So when partner A says number 1, I want partner B to be listening, and then partner B is going to write down their partner's idea here in this thought bubble. Right? For example, you could write down, alone at home, if they shared that teens play alone at home. All right? So go ahead and have partner A read number 1, partner B read number 2, partner A read number 3, and then partner B read number 4. Now, so both of you guys should be reading 2 of these, sharing your ideas. Remember, we're practicing having that discussion. And as you're sharing them, you're filling out this thought bubble down here. So go ahead and pause the video and have that discussion. So hopefully by now, this thought bubble is all filled out and you took a few minutes to have that conversation. Now, let's go on to the next page. Next page is page 9. We've already done the orange box at the very, very top. So let's skip down to where it says build word knowledge. There are 3 words here that you're going to have to know. Let's focus in on that first word today. The first word is interactive. I want you to say interactive. Let's say it again, interactive. Remember, it's practice, right? Now, underneath where it says interactive, it says adjective. What I want you to do is I want you to underline the word adjective as shown here in the video. Underline the word adjective, draw a line down, and write down the word describes in the margin there on the left side. Because that's what an adjective does. It describes what something else is. So make sure you write that down. Press pause if you need to. So once you've written that down, look at these 4 bubbles here, right? What you're going to do is you're going to bubble in, right? Wait to hear all the instructions before you do it. Bubble in number 1 if you don't know what this word means. You've never heard it before. Bubble in number 2 if you recognize the word but still don't know what it means. Bubble in 3 if you're familiar with the word. Yeah, I know what it means, but I can't really tell you what it means. Or bubble in number 4 if you know this word and you can explain what it means to your partner. So go ahead and bubble one of those in, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now, let's go on to the meaning section here. Where it says meaning, I'm going to read and I want you to write down what's in these 2 blanks. So, referring to technology that allows people to change something or use it to talk to other people. So I'm going to write that down. Referring to technology that allows people to change something or use it to talk to other people. So that's the definition for interactive. Right? If a video game is interactive, you're able to talk to other people or able to change the game in some way. That's an interactive game. So let's come over here to these examples. There's 2 sentences. Let's do the first one together. The first one says, the interactive feature of the museum exhibit allows you to blank. Well, if it allows you to talk to astronauts in space, that would be interactive. So go ahead and write that down. The interactive feature of the museum exhibit allows you to talk to astronauts in space. You go to the museum, there's a video chat going on, FaceTime with an astronaut in space. You're like, whoa, dude, how's it up there? What's going on? You know, that's an interactive exhibit. You can talk to someone with it. And remember, that's one of our definitions for interactive. So now that you've written that down, go ahead to this final box I just highlighted here. This one says, I can blank because the game is interactive. So what can you do in a video game that would make it interactive? I can change my character because the game is interactive. I can talk to someone in Japan because the game is interactive. I can change the location of the game because the game is interactive. Go ahead and pick one of those or come up with your own idea to fill out this sentence here. And this will be the last thing you have to do for today for Station 1. So make sure this is done. I'm not giving you the answer here. Make sure you write down your own. When you're done, go ahead and work on the digital compass activity posted on Google Classroom. Hope you had fun.